Oh, okay, guys. All right, this is my birthday weekend, and I am on my way to buy something for myself. Yes, for myself. I told my husband I didn't want to go anywhere this weekend. So, okay, guys, so I'm on my way to a store. You know I'm going to go to JCPenney's because JCPenney's has always been my go-to. That is when I decide that I need to go shopping. I'm not going to go a lot shopping. Like, I'm not going to buy a lot of things. I'm just going to look at what they have because we're going to dinner tonight. And I just need, like, a top to put under my sweater. Okay, so I'm in Florida. Everyone knows this. I'm in Florida. Let me straighten this out a little bit. Okay, so I'm in Florida, like everyone knows. And this morning it was like 38 degrees. Oh my gosh! And it's March. It's the end of March, and it's spring. So usually in the spring, there's it's kind of hot, kind of warm. Somehow that's not working for me. So I'm going to be smart and wear some spring-like clothes, but then I need to get that sweater so that I can put over myself because I know it's going to get down to like at least the 40s tonight. Right now it is 72 degrees in Florida, and does not mean it's not going to get cold this afternoon, because it will. Okay, guys, so I'm going to get ready to go into this beauty supply store, and then when we come back out, we're going to go to my favorite store, JCPenney's, and I'm going to ask you, do you want to follow me? If not, then you can just fast forward to the next section, but I really would advise you to like stick with me today, because I need you today. I haven't seen you guys in a while, and I'm pretty sure you haven't seen me in a while, so just follow me, and we're going to go to the next chapter of this day, and then we're going to virtual out to my birthday. This is my birthday weekend, guys. You got to stay with me, okay? So let me go, and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Bye. Okay. All right, guys. I'm driving. I went into JCPenney's, guys. I just don't know what's going on around this place. I went into JCPenney's, and I guess everybody had the same idea that I had. Go into JCPenney's. This is the time to go into there because winter is ending and spring is here. But I guess I wasn't the only one that was thinking this. So I come in, and as soon as I go into the store, I don't understand. Oh gosh, what is going on? You know that? Okay, let's drive. Okay, so I go into JCPenney's, and I'm at the door, and I come in, and the lady says, "Can I help you?" And I didn't even get down the aisle or anything yet. I didn't like venture into the store yet. And I think she thought I was leaving, or I turned around, or I don't know what it was, but so far. And I think they're hiring people in JCPenney's, and they must be like making sure that they're working, because I couldn't get in the store fast enough, and the lady said, can I help you? And I'm like, I didn't even get in the store yet. Let me get in the store yet, and then you can help me. I just felt some type of unease with that. And so I just turned around and went right back out the store, and then I went into Ross. Ross is like a few stores down, so I went straight into Ross. I ended up getting better stuff in Ross, because I'm finding out that Ross, I think, are they coming down on their prices or something like that, or whatever? But I ended up getting this nice little sweater top, and it looks kind of like professional, something I could wear to work, because I always wear professional clothes. I love the younger generation. They're really easy with their clothes. Like, they wear, like, comfortable clothes. Not like back in the day, like we had to wear like the stockings and the dress and the shoes and all them different things. They really dress comfortable, and I love that about the younger generation. They come minimalist, and they work, and they go home. They don't deal with all the drama. I'm pressed for that. I'm really pressed about that. And let's get back to the JCPenney thing. It's still on my mind, and I don't know why it's still on my mind, but I'm driving now, so it should have been off my mind by this time. But I was thinking, like, you ever were in a store and you had someone follow you around? You probably haven't dealt with that, but it's, there's a lot of people that deal with this, and as soon as they go in the store, they'll be in the store for a few minutes, didn't really do anything, and then someone says, can I help you? Now, when you say, yes, you can help me, come on, follow me, then they're like, oh, okay, so just call me when you get ready to choose whatever you want to choose. So why even say, do you need help? So, we went to this store called Casual Corners, and back in the day, when you had to dress appropriately to go to work, you would dress in business clothes. And the business clothes, you had to get it from the Loft, Casual Corners. Okay, so I'm from New Jersey, so these are the stores that was in that area. If you're not familiar with these stores, then you would not know what I'm talking about. But the way the clothing was, it was so appropriate that you can buy like one piece of clothing and it'll last you like a very long time, like for a few years, because the quality of the clothes was so top notch that you knew that when you bought that piece of clothing, which was not cheap, okay? I used to go to Macy's and buy INC, always Anne Klein, because Anne Klein switched over, it was the Loft. And so they still sell Anne Klein, or just Klein, in Ross. So that's one of the pieces that I got today, a sweater I got today. But, you were clean. You came to work. It was like appropriate. You felt like it was a business. And I hate to say this, but when you dress business-like, you feel business-like. When you dress comfortable, you feel comfortable. You just comfortable. Some of the people don't understand where I'm going with this, but what I'm going, the direction that I'm going in is that I love where I'm at. I love where my age is at. I love it because we have experienced the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the 20s. So we have experienced good music, not the bad. Well, 70s was a bad era.
A drink. Hey guys, welcome to my birthday celebration. They won't show that. Show my band because it's like this straight. It's kind of it's just this one has a curve to it.
Okay, guys, it is now Sunday, the next day after my birthday dinner celebration. We're going to venture into the store. I'm going to Home Goods. And so when I go into Home Goods, I'm looking for a particular thing because I'm getting ready to do a project, and it's for men. And so I need to make sure I have more masculine colors in order to complete this type of dinner type of brunch thing. Okay, so I'm looking for 2 mats that I could change the colors on them so that it can be right for my project. Okay guys, so I'll talk to you later. Bye. My candles. Okay, and I'm gonna try this beach day. Let's smell it and see what they're doing. Okay guys, so I just left Home Goods and I found something that I can use. Not exactly what I went there for, but it's okay. So when we get back to the house, I'm going to show you how I'm going to change this mat. It's a Bristol mat, and they're not like the regular mats that are kind of like rectangular. They're more square, and which is perfect. I can use that for my centerpiece on my tables, and I want it to look different, so I'm going to use those. I'm really debating whether I should paint them black because they have like a little brown tint to it, and it's like a golden black, but it's like from a distance it looks like a brown, like a bronze type of look, and so I don't want that look. Either it's going to be black or it's going to be gold. So I'm probably going to spray gold, like a metallic gold, like the others. And so yes, I'm going to slow down. This car is just speeding, my God. Like he was getting ready to go through a stop sign. Okay, so all right guys, so yes, so when I get back to the house, I'm going to try to put this together, because like I said, I'm doing this project, and it's for men, and it's ordination. That's what it is, an ordination. So I'm going to do that, put something together, and I'm going to let you guys see what I'm doing.
Okay, guys, so we are now ready for the ironing part of this project. And I'm just going to show you what I'm actually ironing. As you can see up here, this is exactly what I'm going to be ironing. Now, this particular backdrop is more of a cloth, like a material. It's not like a paper cloth. It's so I can just basically iron it like I'm ironing my linen. Okay, so that is what we're going to do. I have it already on the ironing board, and I'm just going to just take out some of the creases on this so that I can basically set up the backdrop when I actually go to the facility. So what's important, guys, is that you want to always set up what it's going to look like at your home, or where you're setting up to take to your facility. Like the linen has to be ironed. If you're going to use balloons, blow up some of them balloons. If you're going to use centerpieces, you want to make sure those centerpieces look good on a table. Okay, so right now we're going to continue with, I'm going to start and continue with the backdrop, and I'm going to show you what the backdrop look, because I want to set it up before I actually take it to the facility. And then I'm going to show you the centerpieces, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make these centerpieces. Now, this is kind of like a church event, so it's for men. It's an ordination. So that is very important, that you don't want to do too many balloons. You don't want to do, I don't want to do balloons at all. So it is around Easter time. So I'm going to try to incorporate some of the Easter decor into this particular setup. Okay, guys? So just watch me as I prepare, and I am preparing for the actual event, okay? And then later on, if granted, I could take you to the facility where I'm going to set everything up so it can look great, and you can see how I do that. Okay, guys, so let's continue. Okay, guys, so I am finished ironing my backdrop, and I am putting a black flat king size bed sheet on my stand. Okay, so this is a great tip for anyone that are having issues when you purchase a backdrop and you put it up on your backdrop stand and you can see directly through it. So this is a great tip to purchase a sheet, and I always get black, and put it behind it. Now it's not just for you to not see through it, it's also to extend your backdrop. So this is a 5x7 backdrop, and I wanted to extend it at the bottom so that it looks like it's about maybe about 7 by 8. So it is 7 feet in width and it is 5 feet in length, but I wanted to add on the vision of it being at least 8 feet. So I add the sheet to it and you'll see what I'm talking about. But this is a great tip, guys. So just be creative and just know that you can always do different things to make your backdrop look better than what you purchased. Okay. And I have to say it that way. So another thing that I do is when I'm at the facilities, before I decide to order my backdrop, I'm always measuring everything. So I know that the facility that I'm taking this backdrop to is, I think it's 7 feet in height of the ceiling. So I need to make this backdrop at least 6.5 feet in height. Okay. So that when someone is taking a picture, you know, the average person is probably about 6'5", not 6'5", but a little bit 6 something. But I know they're not 7 feet. But the most important thing is this, is that whoever's taking the picture, please give them the tip to do not take a picture of the top of the backdrop. I don't know why people do this, but they always take the picture and they stand in the middle of the backdrop. So I always tell my photographer to make sure you tell them to stand on the side of the backdrop so they can see the vision or the design in the middle of the backdrop, and try to stay away from the top of the backdrop. Okay. Now, if you need to extend it to 7 feet, that's fine. But I just want to make sure that I have it up to at least 6.5 feet. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is the end, and we have more to go with this backdrop. So just watch and continue. Okay, so next I have decided to put panels on the end of this backdrop. So as you can see, I am going with I'm going to say the pleat method. Okay, so I have a pearl pin here, and what I'm going to do is go behind this backdrop and take the panels and make them into pleats. Okay. I think this is a good way of hiding the poles on the side instead of putting balloons. Some people use balloons. You can always use curtains like panels like I have here. But these are black silk panels and they are 56 by 84. That means there's 84 inches in length and 56 inches in width. And I purchased this panel. Well, it comes in a pack of 2. And I purchased these at Walmart. So you can see I am making at least 2 pleats. It looks like 3, but I'm only putting 2. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do with these panels to make them crisp is, yes, iron. I'm going to iron these panels so that you can see the creases, which is very important. Okay. Now, some people would say, why didn't you use a steamer? Well, the steamer is not going to give you those crisp pleats. So this is the better way to do this. And it doesn't take that long to do. And as you can see, it's getting all the wrinkles out and all that other stuff that's that's on the panels. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is get some zip ties. And as you can see, this zip tie, and I'm going to use this as a pulley to pull back the curtain or the panels. Okay. Now what I'm going to do with this after I use the zip tie, I'm going to get 2 strips of silk ties and I'm going to tie this back on top of the zip tie. So you can still see the zip ties here, but this is just a dry run of what it's going to like when I actually go to the facility. Okay guys, so let's continue. Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to do is get ready for the centerpieces, okay? And so I have 3 different centerpieces here, okay? So this is the first one. This is going to sit on top of a tall boy, okay? All right, and so you see how it's sleek and everything like that. So I just took the initiative to think, okay, so tall boys don't really have any perimeter on the top of the table, so you want to keep it small. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it small. So you see that? So I got these gold vases from the Dollar Tree, okay? You see? I got this one for the Dollar Tree, but then I have a different size, and let me show you another size. This is the other size. See, they're kind of different. Okay, so I decided to do 2 of these and 2 of these because I'm going to put these on the tall boys. And I mean, not tall boys, I keep on saying tall boys, but they're high boys, okay? So the high boy tables are going to have these small vases. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, so the second one would be my gold trees. As you can see, I have the gold trees here. I got these fillers. Now these are fillers. I got these from Amazon. I got gold. Okay. You can get them in a count of 6 or you can get a count of 15. And these are gold. And I'm going to incorporate with another color. Is a dark yellow. It looks kind of light on the video, but it's a dark yellow. So I'm going to incorporate those 2 together, but I'm not going to use this yellow in this design. This is going to be all gold, okay? And I'm going to show you how I put this one together. So if you can see, I have some gold incorporated in with my trees. And these are the same trees that I use Christmas. I just put them in a black box. You see that black box? Okay, so these boxes, you can get these boxes from Michael's. And right now, Michael's, at the time, I think I paid $7.99 for each box. But I'm pretty sure the price went up, okay? So I'm going to show you how to make this so it can sit on the table. Okay, and then the last one would be this box. And this box has more of the dark yellow in it. And all of these are going to be centerpieces. So this one, you can see I have more yellows and I have some gold leaves and I have some more of the gold incorporated in this. But what I don't have in this is these trees, okay? So I'm going to show you how I do that. And these are going to be my 3 centerpieces for my table. So first and foremost, let's start with this one, which is the first one. Okay, so the first one, we want to make sure that the smaller leaf stays down. Let me bring it a little closer. Okay, so we can home in down here where I'm working at. Okay, all right, so we have this gold one here. And I'm not going to use any foam in it. What I'm going to do is use my plastic ties. Okay, so you can get these ties, and they're called cable ties. I couldn't
get the name of it earlier, but they are cable ties, and they come in all different sizes. So I'm going to take the one with the shorter tie. They give you all different sizes here. You can get them off Amazon again. So I have these small ties so that I can actually wrap the florals around it and stick it down into the vase. Okay, so these are already cut, so I don't have to worry about cutting them. Okay, all right, here we go. So I'm going to do yellow, and I'm going to do gold. So I have my gold and I have my yellow. So I'm going to bend them. You see, they come like this, but I'm going to bend them up like this. Okay, and I bent this one already. So I'm going to put them together. This one looked like it came off somewhere. Let's see here. We're going to get another one. With gold. This one looks really full. Always bring your leaves out, your stems out, words, make it fuller. I'm going to incorporate it, bend it here, like I showed you earlier. So you remember, like one vase is higher than the other. So this was a lower vase. So what I'm going to do is incorporate those two together. I'm going to take my cable tie, but they call them zip ties now. I've just thought about it. They call them zip ties, but they are actually cable ties if you're looking for them. So you actually wrap this around, and you can just pull it. Hear that? The cable ties. You can pull them to make sure that they stay together so they won't be all over the place. So I actually got this from these jars from the dollar store. And as you can see, they were $1.25. Okay, and if you want to take the tag off, fine. You don't have to necessarily take the tag off, because I am not, you're not going to see this at all because it's going to be down in the box, okay? So we're going to be working on this. All right, let's move this out of the way. And so, as you can see, I have my phone. We don't need the lid. And so, cut my phone like I did before. Cut it into slices. We want to fit this phone down in here, okay? We need another piece to get it tight. We don't want this phone moving at all. Take this piece out. Okay, so the foam is in there. It's not going anywhere, okay? See, it's not going anywhere. Okay. All right, next we're gonna put our florals in here. So this one calls for, okay, let's see, gold. We're going to bend our florals outwards. We want to make them high because this one is pretty much high. So you could just stick it in there just like that, or just bend the wire part. Do the same thing. You want to give it a little height. Okay, so now we're going to work on the yellow. Ooh. I kind of like lost the yellow. Stick the yellow down in there. Ooh, you're losing some. Okay, so when it's nice and full to your liking, okay, I'm going to add some more yellow because this is pretty much gold and yellow. That's pretty good. Some more gold. Okay, so now we're going to place it inside this box. But before we do that, we're going to add some material in the box. Okay? Okay, so I have my material and I've already cut it. So I am going to place the florals down into the box first. Now I'm doing this with the material to hold it into place so that we don't have to put no command strips at the bottom of this vase. Now you can do that to make sure that it is sturdy and it doesn't go anywhere. But you know, if you put some material or something around the perimeter of the glass vase, then you don't have to worry about it, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. So with the material, we're just gonna stuff the material, take the material, and we're gonna stuff it like it's a gift. So we're taking the pieces that I actually cut. When I cut it into two pieces, so I can go on one side and then I can go on the other side. Okay. Now, what is the purpose? The purpose of this gold in here is to give it a little, you know, a little dazzle, a little touch to, you know, it looking great. So that's what it is. So we are finished here with this one, and that is it. Now we're going to go on to the last one, which is the larger centerpiece. Okay, so what can you do with the lid? So what I do with the lid of the box, I put it right under it. Okay? Alrighty. That's two done for the medium, and then we have the smaller, and now we're going to do the large. So with the large, it's real simple. Just get the box, get a box, get the lid, put the lid at the bottom like I showed you guys. The lid is at the bottom. Okay, so with my trees, remember my trees already have a base. So what I'm going to do is basically tie these two together so they don't go nowhere. So that's about it. So I have two here, and so I'm going to get the zip tie, and I'm just going to just zip tie them together. That's it. So I get my zip tie, which is my cable ties. Bring it around my base. I'm going to sit one on top of the other so I can bring it a little closer. Hope you can see that. Let me make sure you see what I'm doing. See, I set one on top of the other. So with my zip tie, it's not going to go nowhere. You want to make it tighter, you can. I'm just making it, and the base is already heavy, so it's not going to go nowhere. Always cut the excess part off there, so that looks great. So we're just going to do the normal. Now again, if you want to do a command strip on the bottom so it won't go nowhere, you can do that. I'm just going to sit them down in the box because they fit snug down in that box. Ooh, box kind of right there a little bit. Okay, so it's snug down in that box, and now we're not going to use the gold. We're going to use black. So I have this idea of utilizing my linen any way I can, okay? So these are my black table napkins, and they're my linen. And so I'm going to utilize these today to put down in the box so that we can hold these sturdy. And then we don't want to see the white inside the box. So I have 4 table napkins here. So I'm going to just put them down in there. We're being creative today. Being creative. Okay. You don't want to see the white inside the box. But you also don't want this to move. So you want to make sure you stuff it really good. Okay, so how I'm doing, guys, it looks pretty good, right? So now I'm going to add some of the gold in between these the branches. Okay, so in between the branches, I'm going to add some gold filler, the gold filler. Okay, so I'm just going to put in between the branches some gold. Okay. They will hold them. So I decided to do probably like 3. And that's it. Now, if you want to bring out the branches, so let me just tell you where I got these trees from, guys. I got these trees from Hobby Lobby, but when I got them, it was the end of Christmas. So we were going into New Year's, and they had them out there for, I'm going to say $10 a piece. $10 a piece. Yes. And then I got 40% off too. So, okay guys, so that's the second one, and that looks great. I don't expect all of them to look the same. Okay. So, I was supposed to use 4 napkins, but I got 3, and I'm going to get another one because I just didn't have it available right now in front of me. So I'm just showing you what I'm doing, and you want to bring up your napkins so the white won't show. That's the whole point. Okay, guys? And that is it. So now we're going to go to the facility, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put them on the table and what they look like, along with the backdrop. Okay, guys, so just follow me. If in fact you follow me, or if you don't want to follow me, just forward and go to the end. But make sure that you always subscribe to my channel, like, and hit that bell so I can bring you more videos in the future, okay? And if you need to comment, make sure you comment, but make sure everything that you say It's respectful and nice. Okay, guys? So we're going to go on to the facility. All right? Okay, guys. So now we are here at the facility. I did 3 and 2 because I have 5 tables and then I have 4 high boys. Okay, so you can see how I did the high boys. It's incorporated with the tables. I have the runners are all the same. And so we're setting up, and you can see it's a lot of stuff that's still out. We're going to cover all of those things that's up against the wall as well. So look at the centerpiece close up. And I also have a riser under that so it can bring it a little bit of height. Okay, guys, so this is the end of this video, and thank you for watching Zanovia of Decor. And I hope you got some creative ideas today. So just remember that you can be creative as well. Just put all of your ideas together. Okay, so again, subscribe to my channel, like, share, and leave a comment, but always be nice. So guys, thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.